Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Antonio here with Fleer Fitness, and guess what? I'll be on the next episode of SpartanCast.
Rolling in 3, 2, 1.
All right. I'm Trez.
I'm Morgan.
I'm David.
We have our special guest here. Can't even talk already. Already.
You already messed
But
up.
our special guest of today is
Antonio Gonsalves. I am here.
Welcome.
What's up?
nice.
Yeah.
But episode 2 of the semester in the studio.
Yes.
Set up though with
I
the whole
know.
board and everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
way better because
Oh,
last
man.
episode we didn't have Morgan and David,
I know.
but now we have both Morgan and David.
We were MIA,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
It's okay, y'all have things to do.
But we just wanted to see how you handled yourself. It was a test.
Hey, but
we
you
were
know
just
it's cool
leaving
because I had Devontae with me, had Tumani with me, and we had Faith and Charisma.
Mhm.
Yep.
So hey, it was a full house.
Well, that's good. So, what did you guys do over break?
Over break. Well, I worked.
I worked too. I had a really bad
Very
job.
simple.
Though.
Very
My job
simple.
was garbage.
Mm.
I feel the same about mine, but it is what it is. But I did take a lot of time to enjoy myself too, because since I'm graduating, this was like my last winter break as a student. So that kind of hit me kind of hard.
That's amazing, though. That's good. You just get one long break after that. No more class.
A really long break.
There's no more break. There's no more break. There's life.
Yeah, but see, for me, I feel like life is more fun than school.
I get that. I get that. I understand. But I mean, I don't really have too many goals yet. I'm just going to be living. My main goal, like I tell people all the time, like I'm going to just buy some adult clothes and dress more adult-like. Because right now I'm like half skater, half nerdy guy, and half black guy. You know? I need to dress more adult.
So
Yeah.
what is
So-
dressing adult? What does
Yeah,
that
exactly.
mean?
Boring.
Boring? So
Boring.
you're gonna wear
Yeah.
suit and tie?
I
Well,
gotta
not
get-
suit and tie.
I
but
gotta
like,
get like trendy Chelsea boots and
Yeah.
sweaters.
See, that's exactly why I chose to work in radio. Well, most of the reason because I hate
No
dressing
shade.
business
No shade
casual.
at your sweater. But that sweater is
Our marketing guy
suave.
Devontae
But
has
I'm
on a
talking about
sweater.
like a sweater vest combo or sweaters with no patterns.
insert a picture of Devontae
Like-
here.
See,
I know.
see, like right now, Devontae got a sweater. We also have a hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not even a lot of hats you can do in the adult world. Like we go a fedora.
Is
Yeah.
this
You
a
Yeah.
can rock
Devontae
Steve
roast
Harvey. You can rock Steve
Are we
Harvey.
roasting Devontae right now?
But even Steve Harvey himself just say, you know what, be bald, embrace that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
you're
ain't
gonna
trying
go
to be
bald?
bald yet.
For sure.
I'm gonna be bald by 30.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I saw an
Definitely.
article on the internet the other day that said that bald men are proven to be more intelligent than men that are not bald.
Maybe it's just like exposure.
Maybe it's like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
filter thing. Like sometimes the hair might filter out the
Yeah,
bald.
yeah.
But you know, when it comes to just people in general, sometimes the wisest people be people with long hair. Like think about.
Oh, well, thank you.
But think about
Hey.
think about Asian culture. If you watch like some like Japanese fighting movie, it's
Yeah.
always like that old guy with the long hair.
Oh, yeah,
and he
yeah,
just
like
stroking
Yeah.
it.
stroking it.
He's seen it so wise.
Yeah.
Or if you think about just like like Jamaican culture or black culture, if you had like long gray dreads, oh he's so wise, he's so
Yeah.
wise. So I don't know.
Could be
Give
a
or take.
stereotype too.
Yeah, could be a
Yeah,
stereotype,
yeah.
but I don't know. My hair like so when it gets to the point, cause my hairline already kind of weak. As I get old, I'm gonna just be bald, man.
That's why you wear
embrace
hats,
it.
right?
Well, that's one of the reasons, but it's not a main important reason. It's just one of those. Oh, and I get to cover that up, but you know,
Gotcha,
For sure.
gotcha.
For
no.
sure.
Well, you said you didn't have any goals for after you graduate, so I guess it's good that we have Antonio on today.
I know he's gonna motivate
Because he's
me
all
and
about
inspire me.
motivation.
I'm all about motivation.
Gonna help me find my passion.
Yeah.
So do you want to go ahead and tell
Yes.
us a little about yourself?
For sure. I'm Antonio Gonsalves. I am a senior kinesiology here at UNCG. And what I do is happiness, period. Just simple happiness. I
Mhm.
love when people are engaged and having fun with their life and anything that they're doing. And so I recognize that. And first of all, I work on myself
Mhm.
to create the person I want to be.
Gotcha.
Or just changing and improving my qualities,
Right.
and then share with others
Mhm.
through YouTube videos, which I do YouTube videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, on my YouTube channel, and it's pretty much motivation, it's fitness, but the core of it is finding your purpose and
Yeah.
finding something that you love to do and just living a happy life, because
Gotcha.
that's all
And
we're
you know
trying
you
to
gotta
do.
plug in your YouTube real quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You gotta
follow-
constantly do that throughout
Yeah.
this right now.
Follow
so.
me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's pretty awesome, I would say. It's Antonio Gonsalves, Gonsalves, Gonsalves. Look me up. subscribe. I'm posting.
Go ahead and
Gotcha.
spell that last name again because I
Yes.
didn't even get it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and spell it.
Gonsalves. No,
No, I just want to make sure everybody got
For
that
sure,
so they
for
can
sure.
look them up.
They gotta get a
Thank you.
They gotta
thank you.
subscribe, man.
Thank you.
Because I
Thank
like
you.
how you said what you do is like happiness.
Happiness. That's
Like,
that's it.
That's why when it comes to like goals and things, like I don't necessarily say I have major goals. My main thing is just to try to keep myself sane. I feel like if I'm sane, I do things great. My circle will be great.
For sure.
And keep going.
For sure. And on goals, it's not even I need to accomplish this major goal in my life. It's a process. It's going through it is what's gonna make you happy. Because anybody can hit $1 million, right? But it's the process of getting there. Like you're not gonna appreciate it until you struggle and then get the $1 million. You know, if you just boom, I got $1 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was supposed to get this.
So like I said before, embrace the grind.
Embrace the grind. The
Embrace
grind
that.
doesn't
You
stop
gotta- yeah.
unless you do, people.
There you go.
Oh, that's a key word right there.
Ooh, want me to say it again? The
Hey, say it
grind
again.
doesn't stop unless you do.
There you
Hey.
go.
Yeah.
That also kind
Motivation.
of remind me of like, I had a principal in high school. It's funny, his last name was Morebutter, which was funny. But he always would tell us to put our nose to the grindstone. Like he said, like all the time, like gotta put your nose to the grindstone. And so some of us, you know, being high school, well, we tired of Morebutter telling us to put our nose to the grindstone. But like it's true because you don't really put in no type of effort, you're not really going to experience how great it is. You know, you experience happiness from being down a little bit or experiencing okayness. But once you
Exactly.
get to that point, it's like I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
For sure, and I believe that we all have those dark moments in our lives, and we all struggle through things, and that is what makes us great people. Because once you kind of realize, like, oh, my life kind of sucks, you just get better and get better and get better, and from that breeds success. And it's not necessarily the materialistic things; it's how you feel inside.
Yeah.
Because you might come from a really dark place, and I'm sure everybody has a bad situation they've been through or they're going through right now. But when you just appreciate where you're at and learn from your mistakes, get better. It might take a week, it might take a month, it might take years.
Yeah.
But as long as we're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always feel like it's a connector amongst people because when people talk about their problems or say how things are so hard, it's like, who doesn't have their own mess?
For sure.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Like, no matter how much money or how less money or how attractive or unattractive, no matter who you are, you have something.
Yeah.
So, like, it's
Yeah, you
like,
might have a different struggle. Like if you're rich, you clearly don't have financial struggles, but you have your own personal things that you deal with that are different from everybody has an individual issue that they have to deal with on their own.
Yeah,
For
like
sure.
we all have that thing. So that's why sometimes if I know people in my personal life who are kind of very down about certain things, I'm always like, it's not just you. Other people go through the same thing. It just what's gonna matter in the end is did you get through that?
Exactly.
Did
Right.
you just stay there
Exactly.
and just mope and whine and expect pity, or did you try to change that? Because if you don't change that, what
Yeah.
can people really do?
I love it. I just like the best way to do something is to do it.
Yeah,
you
just
go.
Right.
start.
Just like that.
Just
It's like
start.
you're doing your homework. I don't want to do my homework. It's due in 2 days. I don't want to do it. You push it off. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's simple
Yeah.
as that. Like, put the time
Yeah.
in, do it. It can be hard because, don't get me wrong, I'm a procrastinator.
Me
I'm
too.
a
I think we all are.
procrastinator.
I think we all
Yeah,
are.
I
Everybody
mentioned
is to a
my
certain
That
level
comes
of
with
that.
being a college student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing,
Yeah,
But
but it was sometimes funny because like we're all kind of competitive, but if we're not doing things, we be competitive in the weirdest ways. Like sometimes we're competitive with our struggles. Like if you could be like, oh man, I have like 14 credit hours and all this,
Oh, yeah.
and here comes somebody. 14?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
18
18,
credit
right.
hours. I have 2 night classes and I don't have my books yet. It's like we're trying to one up on the struggles.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, wait, what? Like, who's winning here?
For sure,
Like,
for
it's-
sure.
we both losing.
For sure.
Right.
Together,
But,
help
like,
each other.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. It's so funny how we
Yeah.
just do that. It's like we gotta focus on the other element of I'm gonna make I might got this 18 credit hours and these 2 night classes, but it's gonna be all right.
And any like hard, like you're taking 18 credit hours, you have like 2 jobs to support yourself or your family or whatever. I see that as a blessing. You may not see it in the moment because you're just working so hard and you're stressed out over everything,
Yeah.
but you're not put in any situation you can't handle. And
Right.
so just be grateful for those opportunities, because those 14 credit hours are gonna, or those 18 credit hours are gonna take you to a place that you wouldn't have been if you didn't have those.
Exactly.
You know,
I feel
That's
like
a
it goes
good
back
point.
like wisdom. You know, wisdom, I feel like me is like learning, but you learn through experiences. So if you just know about things but haven't experienced it, once you get put in that element, you might get shaken up a bit. But if you have those 18 credit hours and the night classes and all the work, you kind of already get the gist of it. So you go out to the real world, you have something similar. It's like, I dealt with this stress before.
Oh, yeah.
I can handle this stress. I experienced it
Yeah,
already.
for sure,
So,
for sure. That's life, man. You just got to grow and learn and experience new things, and it's going to be hard.
Yeah,
it's going to kick you in the face.
Yeah, but the question I have for you is, like,
What's up?
you know, you saying this now, and I understand where you're coming from. But from the people who doesn't get that, or like people who want to just keep staying down and want the pity and don't want to do anything, what can they do or think about to change their mindset?
So let me just tell a little about myself. I come from Salisbury, North Carolina, if you know where that is. And I grew up, my mom had schizophrenia, lived in homeless shelters when I was younger, foster homes and all that stuff. You know, not normal childhood stuff.
Gotcha.
And so throughout my life, I've always been this smart student in school, quiet, shy. And in high school, I got caught up in the wrong crowd. I didn't do anything crazy, but it's like I was trying to fit in.
Gotcha.
And my thing was, throughout college, I started to realize I don't have to fit in. I am perfect. Not perfect. I am complete the way I am.
Yeah.
And so it's been a journey. It's been a year's worth of just figuring out who I am and self-awareness and everything. What was your question?
My question more so, because like you dealt with struggles to help you gain this mindset to keep looking for something better. You know, stay motivated, stay inspired. But there's some people that even regardless of their upbringing or whatever, they still stay down. You know, they don't get that motivation or inspiration. They kind of just want pity, or they don't want to, you know, start anything or do anything. Like, what advice can you give to people that you know can't get themselves up?
I'll give you two advice. One is a dark advice. It's if you don't get up, you're gonna stay down. Simple as that. If you don't get up, you're gonna stay down. You might be struggling through financial issues or whatever it may be. If you don't try to get better, you're not gonna get better, and so your life is gonna be this stressful situation, this place that you've created for yourself essentially, because you're not willing to go out and get better. And the flip side is that, like I said, it's a blessing to go through all this stuff, and you have to learn from those opportunities. You have to learn from those struggles and get better, because life is good. And that's also one thing I'm very passionate about too, is being present in the moment, being grateful for what we have. Yeah. So, for sure.
So you would say for like those people that stay down, to just kind of change their mindset to recognize some of these things and recognize, oh, it will get better. You know, stuff like
Positivity is key. Is so key. I cannot express that. It's the positive self-talk that it's how you're feeding yourself, right? If you're negative self-talk and you're putting yourself down all the time and you're letting people influence you in the way you think, then that's going to affect you directly. So watch who you're surrounding yourself with. Watch the action that you're doing. So literally every second of the day is influencing your behavior.
Exactly.
And so if you just get in a space where you're doing something positive, you're being with positive people, you're just smiling, you're just having a good day. Simple as that.
And it's contagious.
Oh yeah, that's a great thing. That's why I like to spread happiness.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now, can I ask, what got you into YouTube? Because you say you got a YouTube channel.
Oh man,
it's bumping.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I post 3 times a week. You can follow me, Antonio Gonsalves, Gonsalves, on YouTube.
Nice plug.
Nice plug. That was
nice
sneaky plug. I like it.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, smooth plug.
But what got me into YouTube is I've always, me and my sister used to do YouTube videos, and it was these silly skits that we did with like a crappy camera, and it was fun. And so when I'm going through this journey through high school and starting into college, I started to realize I have this happiness about me that I want to share. Gotcha. And you know, I put my first 2 videos out. It was about fitness and motivation and stuff, but I didn't start doing it until the summer of 2016, and I just found this consistency with it, and just boom, boom, boom. I have to get it done, and I kind of got addicted because the feedback, or more so the process of making the videos. You know, I kind of fell in love with the process. Yeah. Like I said, you got to enjoy the process. I kind of fell in love with the process of being creative with my videos. I fell in love with the process of recording and getting feedback from people. People were coming up to me in the gym and like, yo, I watch your videos. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. You know what I mean?
Great.
That's awesome.
Like when you get recognized,
for sure.
It's
awesome. No, everybody likes recognition for their work.
Definitely.
So
yeah, got you.
So I know you said you've done fitness and positivity videos and motivational videos on YouTube. So what are some specific videos that you've done? Some of your most popular ones that people bring up to you.
What's popping? One of my most viewed videos is my friend Tanner Hardy. He shaved his head, and he had this like beautiful head of hair, curly and all that stuff. We were talking about hairlines, but he has this like curly hair and all this stuff. And his idea was to shave his head because it simply made him, the idea of doing that made him uncomfortable. And it was kind of like an experiment for himself to see how people would treat him without his hair. Because you see a bald guy, you might put a certain judgment on this guy. But he just wanted to say, okay, I am who I am. Let me see how people interact with me without the attractive hair, quote unquote. So that got a lot of views out part of that. So
that's interesting. So how did it turn out? How did people treat him after he shaved his head?
It was I believe it turned out well, and then people treat him like normal. It's just I look at him and I see the same person. Literally, I see the same person. Maybe because I know him. Yeah. But I guess it just comes down to how open are you to receiving other people, and how open are you to understanding other people. Because if you see a bald guy and you pass judgment on him, and you don't necessarily try to connect with him, then you're just gonna be like, oh, this bald guy. You know? So
just gonna generalize.
Yeah.
And I do want to segue to like another element you were talking about. You were talking about like fitness.
Yes.
And health. Yeah. And you also mentioned like keeping a positive mentality. Seeing the better side. Do you feel like fitness? Cause some people, they can't just sit in a room and just reframe their mind to think positive. Sometimes they gotta do things. Do you feel like elements of fitness can definitely help with that? Because you're actually feeling it and
yes.
Fitness. Did that help you?
I can jump in on this too.
Go ahead.
No, well, not recently. I've been working out since like last year, but recently I started eating cleaner.
For sure.
And now, like, it just started this semester, but now I feel like, if I'm sitting on the couch for a long time, I'm like, man, I should really get up, go do something. I don't know. I feel more motivated to get up and like clean. Yeah. Last semester I was just kind of like, I can stay on the table for another day. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like now I'm like, oh man, I really got to get that. I gotta be moving,
sure.
and it just makes me feel better as a person.
Gotcha.
But
I feel like that's momentum too. It's easier to keep something going than it is to get started. If you're living a lifestyle where you're Netflix and chilling all day, literally like eating junk food, and nothing wrong with doing that stuff, but if you want to better yourself, you got to take action. And it just comes with momentum. And for me, physical fitness has been like the physical aspect of growing and getting better. Like, I'm not trying to be Arnold I'm not trying to be Arnold or any huge bodybuilder, but it's literally how far can I push my body, at the same time how far can I push my mind. And so when I've been working out for about 9 years now, and it hasn't always been weightlifting. It's been like cardio and all this stuff, but it's trained me to think, okay, there's another level to what I'm doing. Yeah. And so if I push a little harder, I can get to my goal. But fitness is fun, man. It's a process.
Yeah. And that's why I asked, because like with mindsets, because I have a real good friend, and he's a procrastinator like me. Like we both kind of share the same, traits. And he was mentioning how he started like getting more into fitness because as a procrastinator, you don't stick to a schedule. You kind of you know the deadline. For sure. You shift around the deadline. That's it. But he was like, with fitness, you're always on a constant schedule because it's not necessarily a deadline to your body.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, if he keep himself motivated to stay fit, it'll help him so he can stick to that schedule when it comes to other things without fitness.
Oh, yeah.
Like school, work, whatever.
So what are some tips you can give somebody to push themselves to get started
Okay.
working out?
First tip is that no matter what you do, no matter what kind of supplements you buy, no matter what workout clothes or your friends pulling you to a gym, you have to believe that you can do it yourself. You have to visualize yourself being healthier, losing weight, gaining muscle, getting stronger, whatever it may be. You have to see that and believe it. Because if you're not believing it, it's just kind of like okay, let me do some cardio and hopefully I'll lose weight.
Yeah.
But it's like, I have a goal. I believe I can do it. I just got to put the work in. So believe in yourself, number one. Number two, do it. Do it.
Yeah,
if you're,
get up.
Yeah, for sure. New Year's resolution. We make these New Year's resolutions, and it's okay. But the big thing is, just do it. It's no tomorrow. It's no next week. It's just do it right now. If you're thinking about, oh, maybe I should go to the gym right now, I have some free time, go to the gym. It doesn't have to be the gym, don't get me wrong. You can work out in your living room. That's how I started working out. But just do something, you're gonna feel 10 times better.
So I actually saw a picture on Instagram that said it really motivated. It said one day or day one, which is like, I can think about one day I'll go to the gym and work out. Or it'd be day one, I'm gonna start working out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a cool
That was
concept.
really cool.
I also was hearing this one guy, it was a YouTube video. I forgot exactly what it was because I was just going through a loop of recommended things, so it was kind of crazy. But he was mentioning how if, like, you want to do something and yourself at that time say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, he was like, don't say that, because if you as a person, you consistent as a person, you tomorrow is going to say the same thing because that's like the same person.
Yes.
So he was like, you're not going to change until you change that current person.
Yes.
So until one of those, let's say you say I'm going to do it now, you're not going to end up doing it because you're going to keep saying I'm going to do it tomorrow.
For sure.
So it's just persistence.
Love it. And I think the third thing is, don't get bogged down by the goal, right? And I mean that to say, if you weighed 500 pounds, that's a lot of weight, first of all. But don't get bogged down by, oh, I have to lose 200, 300 pounds to be healthy. Say, I'm going to change the way I live. Small things, very small things, like going to the gym 15 minutes a day, or working out, like doing cardio, running out, walking outside. Walking outside is incredible because if you're weighing 500 pounds, most likely you're not. You're pretty sedentary. And so that 15 minutes of walking outside is going to dramatically change the way you live.
Gotcha.
And then it's going to add up, like I said, momentum. Just momentum. I'm at a place right now where I'm like, not to brag, but I'm like waking up at 5 in the morning to work out at 6. But that's just momentum. That's just, just love it.
Gotcha.
So in the gym, let's, because I know music is
love
so
music.
important.
Love music.
So important when you're working out.
Motivation, yeah.
Let's hear your track list, I guess.
My track list. Oh, that's interesting.
What do you jam to in the gym?
Oh man, I can jam to anything really, but it's mainly hip hop, R&B. Actually, I listen to some of the Eric Thomas, him. The if you want to succeed, it's bad as you want to breathe. That guy, right?
Okay.
And so he has a he has an album. He has an album. It's called Stay Ready. New Year's resolutions, and it's just pretty much him just hyping you up, just hyping you up. And also like Eminem, lots of stuff. Jay-Z, just a bunch of hip hop. I'm a big music fan.
Yeah.
Dubstep, trap music, electronic.
I love listening to that because it's just like you're working out and then it just drops and you're like, oh my god, what am I doing? And you just keep going. And it's like there's no downfall in like dubstep music.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always just weird.
Yeah. And also like when it comes to just like dietary habits, Is there like any way? Because I know like if you're working out but you're not eating well, that's not gonna help.
Okay, yeah.
So like, what's some easy like slow ways to move into like eating right?
Are there any ways to get healthy and in shape without giving up flaming hot Cheetos?
Yeah.
You eat Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
Yes.
I see you, Morgan.
Actually,
The
I don't-
puff ones are better than the original too.
Yeah, I
if
don't
nobody
eat 'em.
knew
I
out
See,
there.
know
see,
that.
he
Yes.
always
I
getting
know
cooler
that.
and cooler as time
Yeah,
goes.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so say if you're eating a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos a day, right? And that's okay because it's just a bag, but it adds up depending. So you have a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos, that might be a certain amount of calories or whatever. I'm not gonna get into that, but you're also eating other stuff, so you're just increasing your calories levels, which is gonna make you just gain weight or whatever it may be. I'd say, and it doesn't have to pertain to Flaming Hot Cheetos, but eat half the bag and then drink a cup of water for the rest of the bag.
So it is acceptable to eat half a bag in a day.
Yeah.
Of the full size
Yes.
bag. Okay.
If
Cool.
you
'Cause I did that
coming
yesterday.
from eating a whole bag,
Okay.
it's just those
Oh, okay.
small
Just go
changes
smaller
Yeah.
portions.
for sure. And I told my aunt, she was asking me about how to stop drinking soda. Soda is really addictive. It's the
And
sugar.
it's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's
It's
horrible.
terrible for you, to be honest.
It is
But
horrible.
people drink it. It's a big thing. And so I told her, she's like, I drink about 5 sodas a day. I said, okay, drop 2, drink 2 cups of water, and keep the 3.
Okay.
Simple as that.
And
So
since-
just gradually kind of wean
Gradually
yourself
lower
down.
yourself.
That's
Be
okay.
realistic
Yeah.
with yourself.
Yeah, and since you mentioned water, because I know, especially going back to YouTube,
Mhm.
it's this popularity of this like gallon of water a day type thing.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you started that, or do you do that as well, or?
I used to carry around like a half a gallon, or maybe I even carry around a gallon, but it kind of got to the point where it's momentum. It's like, okay, I am thirsty. I have a 32-ounce water bottle right now in my hand. I need to fill up 3 or 4 of these to make a gallon.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Just drink water, you know?
Water's so good.
Yeah,
It's
like
great.
switch it up. Like if you're gonna go out to what's a good restaurant?
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake
I just
Factory.
left from there.
You're gonna go to Cheesecake Factory. You want that Coca-Cola at Cheesecake Factory. Just kind of think about what you're eating at Cheesecake Factory. You have the fatty food. I don't know what I've never been there before, but
Yeah.
I'm sure
I had
it's-
a big old bowl of pasta.
That's it.
Yay.
See, I'm glad we talked to you today because I
Yeah.
need help,
Bunch of
clearly.
pasta. Get water.
Yeah. Just don't do the Coke at all. Like you can use Coke to like clean like car batteries. You know, you got corroded car
Are you
batteries.
serious?
Yeah, like
really
if your
can.
car battery's corroded, you can pour Coke on it and it will erode away the like on car battery.
Ew.
If you could do that, you drinking that.
Yeah.
Like I don't do
Yeah.
sodas. Like I do juice.
Yeah, I
So,
don't
like,
really-
I'm like
Yeah.
a little kid. I'm all about the Minute Maids.
Yeah.
So
Drink water. That's it. Like
yeah, I'm gonna drink
switch
water
it up.
too.
It could not just be water. It could be, I don't know. Like I have I say I have a sugar addiction. I love ice cream. I do.
Who doesn't love ice cream
I
though?
love ice cream, milkshakes.
Ice cream's the bomb.
But at the same time, I just have to be careful with that and
Yeah.
switch it up. It may be, I come from the gym. I'm really hungry because I'm just haven't ate or whatever.
Mhm.
I want to go to Sonic, get a large milkshake.
Mhm.
Eat first,
Mhm.
and then see if you want that milkshake.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what you're saying is, if I live my life in a healthy way, I could still be addicted to fruit snacks because I'm
Yeah.
addicted to
You
fruit
could.
snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least they're 100%
cut
vitamin
down.
C.
I don't know how many packs of fruit snacks are you eating a day?
3.
3. Literally, all you gotta do is cut down to two or one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, we don't want to, as humans, we don't want to struggle a lot,
Yeah.
But if we struggle a little bit, just a little bit,
Mhm.
it's a little bit
Just
of
to
change.
keep us on that edge.
Yeah.
If
For
I
sure,
want it.
for
I'm
sure.
not gonna do it.
For sure. So,
All right.
awesome.
And
Well,
also, what you about to say, Morgan?
I was just going to say, I was wondering if you ever get to any events on campus because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
This time of
actually,
year.
yeah, for sure. I go to a couple of
Yeah, do you
events. What's going
proactive?
on?
Well,
Well, we actually have Tumani, our producer. He is doing a student short film on campus.
Okay.
And since you're
Hey.
into YouTube, I thought maybe you might be
For
interested
sure,
in
yeah.
any of our listeners out there would be too. But he's doing a student short film, and he's looking for basically everybody to do any type of thing, actors, writers, producers, camera people, anybody to come out. And they're having an interest meeting for it next Wednesday from 5 to 6. And it's going to be, what building? It's going to be in Gerald Hall.
Mhm.
So yeah, next Wednesday, 5 to 6:30. is if any of you guys are interested, if
For
you're
sure. I
interested.
love short
yeah.
Yeah,
films.
so you gotta
Love
do
it.
that.
He's looking
And
for
check it out.
everybody.
If you want to go to actual events like things, last week we interviewed Charisma and Faith, and they talked about this event called Black Fountain, which is going to be held February the 11th in the UNCG auditorium on Tate Street. But the cool thing is, to anyone listening, maybe even you in the mix,
For sure.
if y'all like our page on any social medias or comment on YouTube, anything like that, the secret motto of this episode, which is we kind of mentioned already what
The
you said
grind doesn't stop.
Exactly.
I'm going to say it again. The grind doesn't stop unless
Never.
you do, people.
Never, never, never.
That's it.
Never,
It
never,
doesn't.
never, never.
If you don't do it, it's not going to get done.
It's not going to get done.
The grind doesn't stop unless you do.
Yeah, but if you check us out on social media, YouTube, leave that comment, let us know. Use that secret motto so we know that you actually listen. A lucky winner will get a ticket to Black Fountain. Because it's $6 anyway, which is not bad. You know, it's basically like we say a cookout tray. But you
Get
can
to
win
go
a
for
ticket
free.
You could have
Free
the ticket
99.
for free and the cookout tray.
Yeah, so you can have
Hey,
both.
There you go.
And overall, Black Fountain is basically like it's Black celebration. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
spoken word, dance, music. So it's gonna be good nourishment for the body and the soul.
For sure.
And you get that for free.
And if you're getting cookout tray, get water.
There you go. Get
Yeah.
Don't get the
That's
milkshake.
horrible.
Don't get the milkshake, because I get the
Water.
milkshake. Get the water. Get
Water.
the water.
Get
Get
the
the
water.
tray. Get the burger.
Get the
Whatever.
water.
Get the whole thing.
Can you have a splurge day every once in a
have a
while?
cheat
Yeah, cheat day. Cheat
Yeah.
day. But, yeah.
But anything else you have to plug in? You know, any Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah,
anything like that?
Instagram, I guess is better. Leader Fitness is my Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. I love Snapchat. It's Let's Go Tone. Let's Go Tone, Tone. I'm on YouTube as well, like I said. Antonio Gonsalves. Gonsalves is spelled Gonsalves. Look me up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm dropping something new. You feel me?
Hey,
So-
so he said like an artist. He's
Right.
dropping something new.
No, the
Three
fire.
times a week. 3 times a week. Dropping inspiration. But yeah, you know, like I say every time, you want us to inform you, we'll do that. Want us to entertain you, we'll do that as well. Because overall, this is your podcast, our podcast, and we're here to talk about it. I'm Trez.
I'm
I'm
Morgan.
David.
I'm Antonio.
Hey, y'all hear from us next week.
Peace.